Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memory we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines are rolling down the field.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Offense in the hurry-up. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, the Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm talking about ranking trophies.
Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they had to settle for a field goal last time.
Yeah, they moved the ball down the field, Jesse. Just couldn't put it in the end zone in that red area where they needed to be a little bit more efficient.
I think they just got to do a little better job of executing on this drive, and let's see if they can punch it in for 6 this time.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give out of the gun. Keeps the legs moving. He's knocked down in the back. Second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Nifty little dance step. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. So often Michigan State is the other team in terms of attention, but boy, when they blew out the Wolverines last year, they just soaked it all in.
And it made it that much sweeter, no doubt about it. They've been talking about this the entire year long. Not just did we win, but we embarrassed you, and we did it on national TV a year ago, and we're going to try to do it again today.
And they don't want to be a once-in-a-while winning squad. Like, they want to take over the state of Michigan. They know they're looked at as the little brother, and they don't get as much respect. You want more respect? Go out there and do it again. Big blowout win last year. Come out and get another win this year.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed him right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Defense showing blitz here. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here and they're able to get the ball deep.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Just needs a crack to get a return. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. If they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
To the air, it's Buck. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Red pass, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gets it out fast. Runs through a tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Buck. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Hey, and when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
26, Michigan 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. On the move is the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. 1st down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Smarty. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
33, Michigan 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Trucks through the defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Back to pass, it's Buck. He wants it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball.
Handoff to the lone back.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Benedict. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass, using the quick game. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been...
Touchdown, Michigan State! And the punishment has been extended. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive. But the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
To the air, it's Buck. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And a tremendous play before.
A play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot, he's able to... And there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would go.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Grab near the marker. It's Hansen. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Justin called there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Buck. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Grab near the sticks. It's Gage. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got his man quickly. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back.
Trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without